Welcome back. Israel's most avid surfers took a break from the waves and paddled for a protest. Up to 1,000 surfers circled the Herzliya coastline to take a stand against a proposed gas rig 60 miles off the coast of Israel. Surfer and activist Ronen Babayoff is here with more. Hello and welcome to the show. Nice. Amazing pictures. First, we want to start with a statement because we've covered the story, you know, on Ocean's Day as well. So we have a statement from the Nobel Energy Company that they just wanted, you know, to make sure that we got out there and then you could respond. It's saying, as a company which operates offshore projects around the world, we're committed to protecting the marine environment. The Leviathan project is subject to vigorous governmental oversight, and aspects have been approved by relevant authorities, including the Environmental Protection Agency, the Ministry of Energy, and Israel's High Court of Justice rejected a petition against the project, stating that the health environmental aspects were adequately addressed, and they assure that the project will not harm the health and safety of residents of the area. They go on to say more. So you guys disagree?
Of course we disagree.
So tell us kind of the whole nature of why people are really angry and doing something about it.
So basically what they're about to build is a gas rig 10 kilometers off the shores of Haifa, opposite North Beach, instead of 120 kilometers into the sea, above the gas field. The Leviathan gas field is 120 kilometers into the sea. And since 2010, 97% of all the deep water gas rigs are developed as FPSO, floating gas rigs above this gas field in order to protect public health and the environment.
I see.
Even the Karish and Tanin gas fields, which are about to be developed in an operation in 2021 in Israel, are going to be developed using another operator, Energym, as floating gas rigs above the gas field, and the Ministry of Energy of Israel praised the developers for being conscious of the environment and public health.
Right.
So nearshore gas rigs are a thing of the past. They're much more polluting. And specifically regarding the statement of Nobel Energy, this is a company that their track record is suspicious. They operate the Tamar gas platform just 23 kilometers off the shores of Ashkelon, and it's the most polluting factory in Israel. It pollutes like all the factories in Israel altogether, including the oil refineries and the power stations.
I see. So, but what alternatives, in your mind, what alternatives are there? I mean, if Israel is able to produce gas and be able to export it, it's good. Like, what alternatives are there?
First of all, we're not against gas. We're not against gas. Gas is a great thing for the country of Israel. It created for us energy independence, self-sufficiency for the first time in the history of the country. And it also reduced air pollution in Israel by 40% because the power station moved from coal-based power stations to gas-based power stations. We're not telling them not to develop this. We're telling them to change course and develop it as is standard all over the world since 2010, using a floating gas rig over the gas field. That's all we asked for.
And it's something that could be done. It could be modified and everybody would be happy.
Actually, floating gas rigs are cheaper than the tower that are going to build opposite North Beach. They're much cheaper. And even if they're not cheaper, the government of Israel will spend so much less on public health and on environmental disasters than what they're going to do with the nearshore gas rig.
So tell us about this. You know, it's so visual. We got to look at the pictures. I'd rather see pictures of you guys than a rig. So this was. I walk the beach where you were all the time, and I love looking at all the surf camps and all the kids. So how did you get 1,000 people to go? I mean, it looks like a reef. It's amazing. It looked like Belize from the top, like it's like the blue hole.
It's, you know, it's amazing. It's like, every time I see those pictures, I get goosebumps. There are so many things that could have gone wrong that day, but everything was perfect. The sea conditions, no currents, no stinging jellyfish, which are usually around this season. But there have been a lot of. Yeah, and it was like, people told me that it was one of the most emotional days in their life, as emotional as their wedding days.
Wow.
Seriously.
And it was all ages, like even the kids, teenagers that are on the surf camps there?
From 8 years old to 17, 80 years old. Some of the founders of the Israeli surfer scene were also inside the water, like really old surfers.
And what did you guys do? You were holding hands? Did you sing? What did everyone do?
Holding hands for 3 minutes, shouting like crazy, and then doing this afterwards. And seriously, I'm just talking about it.
You're still getting emotional.
Totally
emotional.
So
now you need to just do this regularly, not having it have to be for a mission, but just for, instead, just having a consciousness thing of like bringing peace on Earth.
Togetherness is such a huge power.
Yeah.
So, and this was, why did it happen? Because
we're out of time. We'll be right back after the break. We're out of time, but thank you.